Hello, 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 you guys. It's Nakia Maname coming to you today, and I am excited. I'm excited to be here with you. I am Nakia Maname with Let's Talk Marriage and Relationship with the Manames, where my husband and I are founders of Impacting Lives Coaching and Consulting. We are helping marriages, those that desire to be married, to be successful, sustainable, and strong in their relationship. So I just want to jump in today and really discuss with you guys about divorce. You know, divorce is a big topic. It's been a topic for uh, many years, I would say. But the reason this topic is dear to my heart, why divorce shouldn't be the first option. The reason it's dear to my heart is because, as I put in the description, I've been divorced before. I've been divorced twice, and I am on my third marriage. And I made up in my mind that if there was ever a way to teach or to express to someone to not result to divorce if you can avoid it at all costs. I say that because the first time I was married, I got married at the age of 17. We had two beautiful children. We were married for 10 years. It ended in divorce. Later, going through the motions, tired of being alone, met a guy. We were friends. Whoop, whoop. We got married. 2 years later, it ended in divorce. So at that point, I knew that there was something I was going to have to do. Something that I was going to have to do to make sure that I don't repeat the same mistakes again. You said, Nikki, but what mistakes did you make? Why do you feel like it had to be a thing of you making a mistake? Well, I say this to you because in every relationship, there's always two parties, and there is something that each one delivers. Each one does something in the relationship. And so I purposed in my mind, I made it my mission and my goal to figure out what I done to contribute to my marriage divorcing, coming to an end. I was tired of repeating the same vicious cycle. I was tired of going through the motions, guy after guy, relationship after relationship, and nothing being what I was actually looking for. And so I got to the place to where I said, okay, let's do a self-evaluation. And so it matters not where you are in your relationship, but I know that you may be struggling. You may be going through some things, and it may be really hard. And you're just like, Nakia, I am ready to give it up. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm over it. He's not giving me what I want. She's not giving me what I want. I'm not pleased. I'm not happy. I'm just done. I get it. However, there is hope. There is hope. But you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision today that regardless of where we are and what we're going through, I'm going to make sure that everything I can do in my power, in my ability, I'm going to make sure that I put my best foot forward. I'm going to evaluate me and those areas in my life that I need to correct. I'm going to correct those things. And when you change, the other party usually changes. And when they don't, hey, it is what it is. You can't change anybody but yourself. But you have to make up in your mind if this is what I want to deal with for the rest of my life. When you made that commitment to one another, that was a commitment for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, through sickness and in health. Through all of those things, you're supposed to be there. You're supposed to, as they say, the ride or die. You're supposed to be the one that goes through it all. And not that either one of you are perfect, but you make it work between the two of you. You build a relationship that will work for your family. So first you want to evaluate. Get a piece of paper and write down, what can I do better in this relationship? What can I do better in this relationship? That's number one. Evaluate you first. You get to three things, four things, five things. Ooh, I probably can watch my mouth. Probably can watch my attitude. Yeah, I'm not delivering well to my wife. I'm not loving her like I supposed to be. Wife, I'm not submitting to my husband. I'm not submitting because he don't do this and he doesn't do that. We have the excuse, we have the reasons, we have all of the things laid out. I want you to worry about what you're doing. When I was in my first marriage, when I looked at where we were and how everything come to an end, and we're having a conversation afterwards, and he reminded me of a statement I made early on in our marriage, that I would never give you 100% of myself. Let me say that again. I said to my husband at the time, I will never give you 100% of myself. Why would you be married to somebody and you make that statement? Mind you, I was 17 years old. My father had killed himself, and my stepdad walked out on my mom and the family a week afterwards. So in my mind, men leave. And it didn't matter what phase or stage, how many years you'd have been together. It didn't matter where you were in the relationship, they were going to leave. So I purposed in my mind, and I built a wall, a safety net, a place of security that made sure that I was only going to give him a portion of me, but never all of me. And I want to encourage you not to do that, because I set us up for failure. I put us in a place, not, it doesn't matter what he done, what I done, because if I would have given my all, things could have been different. If I would have did what Nakia was supposed to do, things would have been different. When Nakia, haven't you been preaching since you were 17? You've been in the church, you know the word, da, 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 da. Yep, I do. However, life experiences brought me to a place to make a decision that wasn't wise for me and my family. And so I had to allow God to really reveal some of these things to me and pull back some layers. And when I tell you, I cried and I was just distraught and depressed and over it. But I realized that in order for Nakia to be better, I had to allow the onion to be pulled back. And in order for me to be better in my next marriage, I was going to have to allow God to hit at some of these areas and to destroy some of these things that I built up, and to pull down these strongholds that was so adamant at keeping me in a place. Ends in divorce, goes into the next marriage, and I just repeat the same thing over again. But I knew that I could not continue on this path. I have a son and a daughter that's watching me, a son and a daughter that's looking at everything that I'm doing. And if I don't do something different, they're going to repeat the same cycle. I think I said on our live yesterday where my mother is in her third marriage. I'm in my third marriage. There's something there that has to be resolved. Something there that has to be severed in the spirit. Because if you destroy in the spirit, it will be destroyed in the natural. I have to destroy this generational thing that's going on in my family so that my lineage will not continue on in this path. My sons and my daughters and my grandchildren, grandchildren will not deal with this. Why? Because I am going to destroy this now. And I am going to teach them. I am going to give them a foundation of what they should be in their marriage, in their relationship, and how they're supposed to carry themselves and what to do when you get into hard situations. Hard situations are going to come. I don't know why we think that life is not going to be challenging. You're going to have challenging moments, whether it's finances, whether it's kids, whether it's infidelity in the relationship, whether it's gambling. It doesn't matter what the thing is. You have to make the decision to forgive and move on. I'm going to say that again. Make the decision to forgive and move on. What we do is our spouse steps out on us and we forgive, but I'm going to remind you every chance I get of what you've done. I'm going to make sure you know that what you did was wrong, and that you hurt me, and you really caused some a rip in our relationship. No, I'm going to make you pay for what you did to me. So did you really forgive me? Did you really forgive the act that I committed? No, you didn't. So we want to first evaluate ourselves. We want to make a decision to forgive, make the decision to move on, and make the choice to be better. Make the choice today to be better. I want to say to you, if there is any man, woman that's really struggling in their marriage, you're struggling and you're really not sure what the next steps is, and you really at the point to where you're ready to divorce and you're ready to call it quits, I want you to reach out to my husband and I. Send us an email at info@impactinglivescoaching.com. That's info at impactinglivescoaching.com. Send us an email. We'll get you over a link so that you can book a free consultation with us. We have a 30-minute consultation that we would love to offer you so that you can at least get a perspective on where you are and what are some things that you can do to move forward. We would like to hear from you. Please put comments and just let us know that that you have an inkling of hope, and we're willing to help you. We are willing to help you. So if whether you're watching this live or you are catching the replay, I want you to know that there is hope. I am a witness that there is hope. And that even though you say, when a kid, it's been too much that has happened between us, and I'm just not going to be able to do this. And you just, you've already made up your mind and divorce is going to be the thing. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. But you're still going to have to put in the work. Why? Because you have some things you have to deal with. If you guys have children, y'all going to have to deal with the children. There are so many areas that you're going to have to address before you move forward into another relationship. So if you've already made up your mind and you're like, I'm already out of there. If that's you, I want you to reach out to me. Let me help you walk through that healing phase. It is important that before you decide to move on to another relationship, that you be healed, and that you be healed from the inside out, and that you not repeat the same things that I've done, that you not go a full circle and come back at it again and do this. It's not worth it. Do what you need to do first. Make the decision, make the choice. Email us today at info@impactinglivescoaching.com. We are here to help you to be strong, to be empowered, to be successful in every area of your life. It's Nakia Maname with Impacting Lives Coaching and Consulting. If you are not following us, please follow us on all platforms. We are on, of course, YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel, like, and hit the bell so that you can get notified when we go live. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for your tips and advice and just words of wisdom on how to walk out this journey. It's Nakia Maname with Let's Talk Marriage and Relationship. We'll talk to you soon.